So the NBA All-Star Reserve list is out, and I am ready to get some people upset. Now, there's still some replacements, some injury replacements that have to be made. I mean, naturally, Joel Embiid, but the East. Well, let's start with the West. The NBA, the 2024 NBA West All-Star Reserves: Kawhi Leonard, Anthony Davis, Devin Booker, Anthony Edwards, Steph, Paul George, and Kat.
Does anyone know how they actually vote on, like, what the? Because I know for the starters there was a percentage between fan voting,
reserves is
all
all
player voting, and coaching. It's all coaching, right?
Yeah.
Dumber, you're muted.
It's all coach voting. Yeah.
Okay.
And then for the Eastern Conference, Jaylen Brown, Donovan Mitchell, Jalen Brunson, Bam Adebayo, Julius Randle, Tyrese Maxey, and Paolo Banchero.
For the most part, reserves are positionless, correct? For the most part.
Yeah.
No, it's not. It still follows a
Okay, that's what I thought.
X amount of guard, X amount of I think X amount of front court, X amount of back court.
Don't think I'm pissed.
I am.
I think they. Well, let me say this. I think that they knew people would be. Well, I don't know. I don't know when they poll this. They asked this. I'm gonna assume that they know, or they do this like 2 days ago. I'm just gonna assume because it makes me feel better to assume this way. They knew Julius Randle was gonna be hurt. They knew Joel was gonna be hurt. So that's why they didn't let Trey on the East. Now for the West, I don't know. I don't know what to tell y'all boys.
I know. I mean, it's not rocket science for what's going on. It's nasty work, but it's not rocket science for what's going on. Yet again, the NBA is doing what the NBA always does. In the West, there should be no reason no one from the Sacramento Kings is an all-star. And by no one, I mean Fox or Sabonis. There's no reason why one of those guys, Domantas Sabonis has been an MVP candidate all goddamn top 10 MVP candidate all year. There's no way at least he shouldn't be an all-star. That's disgusting work, NBA. But I get it. Minnesota Timberwolves are a 1 seed. Typically, a 1 seed gets more than one player. Now, ironically, both of those niggas are coming off the bench for the All-Star game. But hey, I digress. It is what it is. Out east, hey man, the Knicks are a 3 seed. I don't know what you need 2 All-Stars for. 3 seed for? None of my business. I don't understand why Philadelphia has 2 All-Stars. They are a 5 seed. But hey, it's none of my business. I mean, I get it. Maxey is doing great, but Maxey should not have made it over Trey Young. I seen somebody in chat say Paolo over Trey. That's not how it works. It's front court and back court players. It's a certain amount you need. So they did not put Paolo over Trey. They put Maxey over Trey. That's who it was. Paolo should have made it, in my opinion. I think Paolo, hey, I ain't gonna lie, the best player on a team that is and they might have failed.
They
did.
They slipped, but they're overachieving and Paolo's having a good year. So it doesn't even all null and void. What?
He's so
what are you talking about?
They're right around where I had them.
Nah, I ain't gonna lie.
What were they last year?
Early in the season, they were.
But they were. What do you mean? Early in the season, they were up. And
they were up. And then it slipped.
But regardless, from last year, they weren't even.
They improved, obviously.
So they're an improved team. They're in playoff contention, and he's the best player on that team. It makes sense why he made it. There's no reason why there should be 2 Knicks on this list. I'm not gonna lie. Julius Foulius shouldn't have made it. I give it to Brunson. Foulius might have the numbers. I just don't like the nigga.
I'm about to say, Julius kind of.
I'll be honest. I don't like
the bonus thing, but then Julius not in.
The lessons don't hit anymore, man. That's all I'm gonna say, man. The lessons do not hit.
I'm not understanding, man. Maybe no, I am understanding because both of those guys are injured. So let me not say that about the Cavs.
You know they're like undefeated since the Anunoby trade.
Wait,
have they not lost since then?
And they may be like 1 game. I really might have just made that up, but no, they haven't been losing since the Anunoby.
They won 8 straight.
And you know who hasn't won since they got a new coach?
You know who hasn't won until they got a game changer?
Shout out Doc.
Oh my God, yo, Giannis,
shout out to the Heat too, man. Shout out to the Heat,
gotta stop, man.
Oh yeah, they are winless since getting Terrell's here. Oh man.
I'm gonna go ahead.
Go ahead.
I'm gonna go ahead and do what we rarely do on this pod, according to some specific comment sections. I'm not gonna lie, I'm not pissed at the west side of things, outside of maybe Cat versus Sabonis, but then I don't know how they do that. I mean, that's why I asked the question. I was like, I mean, if you count them in a floor, then I guess. But outside of Cat versus Sabonis, I'm not really pissed. I mean, Steph Curry making it. I know it's fun to laugh at the Warriors back and shit like that, but that was just like a shocker of the year, right? Like, duh, Curry's gonna make the fucking team. And you know how this shit go. I'm not even gonna act like it's gonna move any different. Kawhi Leonard, not mad at all. I know I'm the Lakers fan, but come on, bro. I'm not that crazy. Anthony Davis definitely should have made it there. Devin Booker should have made it. Anthony Edwards should have made it. So then it's like Paul George versus maybe De'Aaron, if you can argue PG as a guard. Then I'd low-key maybe hear you, but picking Paul George doesn't piss me off. Now, the East, I ain't gonna lie, I think we're all on the same boat. Trey Young, me personally.
Trey was my starter.
Yeah. I'm about to say, we were having conversations of Trey being a literal starter, so I think we're all on the same page there. I'm not even trying to just get off some Kings hate or anything like that, but I'm not pissed the fuck off at this shit. I mean, maybe Maxey is like looking like a red flag, though. I'll give you that. Maxey is looking kind of crazy.
My biggest question has been like, because what Damo just said has been historically true, right? Like the NBA rewards off the top team that got to be 2 All-Stars on there. Historically speaking, that's how it's worked out. But when they give these coaches the voting ballot, is that how they think? Like, okay, the Celtics are the 1 seed. Who are the 2 All-Stars coming from this team? Jason Tatum, Jaylen Brown. Let's move on. Let's go to the Timberwolves. And Cat, let's move on. Like, I as a voter, I just don't know how you can think that way when, again, like, if Jaylen Brown counts as a backcourt player, which for a majority of the season, he's played the 3. So I don't know where he counts.
Probably still count him at the 2, though.
Front court.
Yeah, but
3, 4, and 5 in front court. So.
Okay.
I'll see where they got him.
Regardless, if it's not Jaylen Brown, I think Tyrese Maxey definitely got that. Okay. They're winning. Who are the 2 All-Stars from this team? Tyrese Maxey and Joel Embiid. I don't like when you look at Trey Young versus the season Tyrese Maxey's having. With all due respect to Tyrese, like he's had a better season. So I don't know.
Actually, it's only been 2 losses since the OG Anunoby trade, and that was December 30th. I don't know. he might have been the Jokic stopper. Yeah, I get it. I don't get it, but I get it. The league hates Trey Young. They hate the brand of basketball. They hate all that. And I think even coaches dislike it too. I would wonder though if they were coaching the Hawks, what would they do? Because they would probably do the same exact shit. They run the same brand of offense. So that's the only weird thing I have to say. I expected it. I expected Trey Young to get disrespected again, to be honest with you. And there's great arguments that nigga should have. I mean, he's missed out on 2. He's been snubbed twice. Back to back.
Trey has missed wait, hold on. I'm looking like a fucking casual today, and I don't care. Trey missed the All-Star game again? I'm just piecing that together.
Yeah, he missed the last year.
Oh my God. He did not make the All-Star game last year. Oh my God.
And you can't tell me coaches are really like field goal. Like, if y'all want to say that, I understand, chat, you analytic people, all this stuff like that. Like, that's what you think. I don't think coaches care about that bullshit. I'm not going to hold you.
This nigga's averaged, and Dom, I'm going to let you go because I see you already. This nigga's averaged 25-9, 26-10, and 27-10, and didn't make the All-Star game. Nah,
what?
That's crazy. That's crazy. I don't even know what to say.
Who were the guards last year for the East?
I'll give it to you. Let me give it to you right now.
I think Jaylen Brown started. Am I tripping?
I don't think Jaylen.
You said guards last year for the East?
Yeah, guards in the East last year. The backcourt for the East last year. I don't think Jaylen Brown counts. He was front court.
It is Jesus Christ, my bad. I should have did it a different way. Jaylen Brown made it. Where was Paul George? No, Tyrese. No, yeah, Tyrese.
DeMar DeRozan.
Jaylen Brown, DeMar DeRozan, Tyrese, Drew. Let me see. Drew Holiday. I'm trying to stay to the East. All these niggas is West over there, and then the reserves. Oh, and then my bad. The starters were D. Mitch, and is that Tatum? Who the fuck is the fucking point guard for the East? Am I blind? LeBron, Giannis, Tatum, D. Mitch, Kyrie, Luka, Jokic, Embiid, Ja, and Laurie Markkinen. Those were the starters last year.
Said Laurie Markkinen. Well, that was his breakout year. I'm trying to see if it's any. And I heard Drew Holiday's name in there. And were the Bucks were a 1 seed last year? Were they not?
Kyrie made it last year.
Kyrie, I ain't gonna lie, and that was gonna be a part of my thing.
Bucks were 1 seed.
If it's not winning, it's popularity contest. Because I'm looking at it now this year for the guys that made it out in the East. Nobody below 8 made an All-Star team. Nobody below the 8 seed made an All-Star team. But out West, the Lakers at 9 seed got 2 All-Stars, and the Warriors are a fucking 12 seed with an All-Star. And who are those All-Stars? LeBron, AD, and Stephen Curry. So unless it's popularity, I think these motherfuckers are valuing winning. Winning has something to do with being an All-Star. Unless you're having just a phenomenal year, a crazy breakout. You're shaking your head, Omar. Facts is facts. I'm trying to think about it.
I don't think there's any consistency. I ain't gonna lie.
Yeah, there's
there is something consistent. There's definitely a consistent factor here. The top seeded teams gets more than fucking 1 All-Star. A lot of times they get more than 2. So that's one.
No. That you can say there are some things that are true, but like you just said, what are the Warriors right now?
A 12 seed.
And Steph made it off a coach's vote.
And that'll be a popularity vote, just like how the Lakers are a 9 seed. Popularity vote.
I'd argue that at that point, popularity is such an outlying factor that could make it inconsistent. Therefore,
popularity being a factor within coaches is kind of crazy.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. At that point, if it has to be 1 through 8 seed with a feature of popularity, I would argue that popularity is such an unstable factor unstable factor that it's erratic.
But what Bezos just said is why it's dick suck to me. It's the coaches. Like, y'all should definitely be a little bit more objective than the players. But like I said, I know that they probably hate the play style. And that's why I said, what would y'all do if y'all was coaching Trey Young? And y'all would probably run the same play style. So
I'll cry because I ain't got nothing around Trey Young. I'd be in pain.
Yeah, y'all telling me coaches don't care about popularity, but you have the Sacramento Kings with 2 players who are MVP caliber, in my opinion, who are a 5 seed. And they got looked over because of the 2 players that are MVP caliber on the Lakers at a 9 seed.
We're not.
Tell me this.
I ain't said they didn't care. I said that makes it erratic.
Popularity.
We're not saying that. We're not saying that it's not. We're not saying that coaches don't care about that. It's dick suck. That's what we're saying.
I mean, popularity contest is dick suck. That's my high school shit. It is dick suck. That's literally what it is.
I said that's just one of them things you can't track unless they're gonna go via literal jersey sales or something.
Nigga is saying Sabonis not an MVP. Go look up the current MVP ranking standing right now. I guarantee you he's top 10. He has been top 10 all year. Go look. I'm not even looking right now. I'm basing off the last time I seen the fucking ladder. Go look at the ladder right now, gang, and tell me who's the top 10 for MVP candidates.
Is he in the conversation?
I think he is. I mean, technically, top 10, technically you're in the conversation. Niggas calling Sabonis mid.
This is nasty.
It is.
No, I'm talking about it. No, I know what Souls is trying to push. Not you.
I remember the year
he's 8, by the way.
Paul George was a top 3 MVP candidate one year. Oh, the year Tatum finished 5th in MVP voting. So nigga, you're good enough to be in the conversation. Might not be MVP, but you're a dominant player. And you said he's what, 8th?
Yeah, he's 8.
Exactly. So chat, eat a dick.
It's like KD being in the GOAT combo, man. Did you say KD wasn't in the GOAT combo?
I don't think he's in the GOAT combo, no. I don't think he's top 10 all time. So